Save up to 80% on prescriptions with BuzzRx. As medication costs continue to rise, families are seeking affordable solutions. BuzzRx has partnered with your local pharmacy. Just go to buzzrx.com/podcast, search for your medication, and instantly access free coupons. BuzzRx has helped people save millions on prescription medications, often offering discounts lower than copays. Plus, it's free to use, no account required. Start saving money today. Visit buzzrx.com/podcast to save up to 80% with instant discount coupons. That's buzzrx.com/podcast.
For 25 years, Brightview Senior Living Associates have been committed to creating a vibrant culture and delivering exceptional services, making Brightview a great place to work and live. If you're looking for a rewarding opportunity to serve your local community and grow, we want you to join our team. Brightview Senior Living is growing and actively seeking vibrant associates to join our community teams, including directors, healthcare, activities, hospitality, and dining. Apply today at careers.brightviewseniorliving.com. Equal employment opportunities. Text BV Jobs to 97211 to apply.
Hey! No, too basic. Hi there. Still no. What about... Hello, handsome. Ugh, is it possible to give yourself the ick? Yep, it's possible. Ugh.
Well, that's why we're changing how you start conversations on Bumble. You can now make the first move or not. With opening moves, you simply choose a question to be automatically sent to your matches, then sit back and let your matches start the chat. Download Bumble and try it for yourself.
This sun season, evolve your sun care with new Banana Boat 360 coverage. With advanced control mist, it's a new way to spray. An all-new bottle means an all-new mist experience that smells great and is incredibly light on your skin. Better control with coverage you can count on. Tap the trigger lightly to cover targeted areas or pull for a long, continuous spray, ensuring long-lasting Banana Boat protection. Plus, it's refillable. From sweat-resistant sport formula to kids SPF 50+. Shop Banana Boat 360 Mist at Walmart, Target, or Amazon.
With AT&T in-car Wi-Fi, stay connected wherever you go and transform your vehicle into a dependable Wi-Fi hotspot. Powering applications like real-time GPS and voice assistant, navigation becomes a breeze. Even on the practice field, AT&T in-car Wi-Fi keeps you connected while in proximity of your vehicle. Work, stream shows, or finish homework without missing a beat. See if you're eligible for a free trial at att.com/in-car Wi-Fi. Don't let connectivity be a roadblock in your journey. Always pay careful attention to the road and don't drive distracted. Wi-Fi hotspot intended for passenger use when vehicle is in operation. Compatible device and vehicle required.
Hello, I'm Abby Delk. I'm a junior producer at Wonder Media Network, and I'm excited to be guest hosting this episode of Womanica. This Pride Month, we're talking about wordsmiths, women who used language to create community, give a voice to change, and inspire future generations to do the same. It is Paris in the early 1990s. A dark, cramped apartment on the left bank, filled with a lifetime of detritus. Postcards, ribbons, piles and piles of books and papers. In the middle of it all is the writer, a small woman in her late 70s. Her collection of treasures reflects the jumble of experiences she has collected throughout her life, from lust to misery to triumph. Her whole life, she's mined those experiences for literary gold, in the process becoming one of the most widely read French writers in the post-war era. Let's talk about Marguerite Duras. She was born Marguerite Donadieu on April 4th, 1914, though she would change her surname to Duras early in her writing career. She grew up in a small village in French Indochina, now Vietnam. Her father died when she was still young, leaving Marguerite, her mother, and two older brothers in penny-pinching poverty. Her mother invested in a rice farm that was plagued by constant flooding and financial ruin. As a girl, Marguerite ran wild through the nearby rainforests, hunting small game to bring back to the family's bungalow when times were especially tough. A drastic change in setting came in the early 1930s, when Marguerite moved to Paris to attend university. After graduating, she worked as a secretary in the French Ministry of the Colonies. In 1939, she married writer Robert Anthème. But Marguerite never avoided adversity for long. In 1940, Nazi troops marched into Paris. Marguerite and her husband joined the French resistance, But Robert was captured and imprisoned in the Dachau concentration camp. Marguerite had no way to reach him or to learn of his fate. By the time Robert was liberated, Marguerite had fallen in love with left-wing activist Dionys Mascolo, who would later become her second husband. Still, Marguerite helped nurse the weakened Robert back to health after his return to France. All this to say, Marguerite was no stranger to the rough, cruel edges of life. And she harnessed the hardness of her own life into her writing. Her first book, The Impudent Ones, was published in 1943, launching a lifelong writing career. Over the next several decades, she wrote at a feverish pace, publishing more than 70 works, including novels, stage plays, and screenplays. But Marguerite remained relatively unknown outside literary circles for most of her life. Her screenplay for the now classic 1960 film Hiroshima Mon Amour was a huge success and earned her an Academy Award nomination. But most of her other projects, including the films she wrote and directed herself, went largely uncelebrated. It wasn't until Marguerite was 70 years old that she became a household name. That was when she published her novel, The Lover. The Lover is a work of fiction, but in Marguerite's literary style, truth and imagination are in constant conversation. She was a pioneer of the trend of autofiction in French literature, the melding of autobiography with modified details and embellishments. The Lover follows the story of a teenage girl living in pre-war Indochina, where Marguerite herself had grown up. The protagonist embarks on a torrid and all-consuming affair with an older, wealthy Chinese-Vietnamese man, an experience strikingly reminiscent of one Marguerite had in real life. The story explores themes of infatuation and power, colonialism and patriarchy. Like many of Marguerite's most celebrated works, it wrestles with her own tendencies towards self-destruction and paradoxical desires. The brutality and honesty of The Lover captured readers' imaginations, and the book became a bestseller not only in France, but across the globe. But later, Marguerite rolled her eyes at the novel's widespread acclaim, insisting, "It's an airport novel. I wrote it when I was drunk." Marguerite did struggle with alcoholism for much of her life, writing of her addiction, "I'm a real writer. I was a real alcoholic. I drank red wine to fall asleep. Afterwards, cognac in the night. What is astonishing, when I look back, is how I managed to write." In 1982, she underwent an intensive and nearly deadly cure for her condition. Not long after, a bout of emphysema left her comatose for 5 months. But as much as Marguerite's life was marked by hardship, it was also marked by dogged resilience. She awoke from her coma and eventually was able to find sobriety. When The Lover was being adapted into a film in 1992, Marguerite butted heads with the director over his changes to the story. So, she abandoned her role in the project, instead releasing a retelling of the novel titled The North China Lover, this time with new autobiographical details of her early life in French Indochina. In her final years, Marguerite found love again with writer Jan Andreas Steiner, who self-identified as a gay man. Marguerite wrote about their companionship in a book, which she named after him. Her final published work was released in 1995. It was called That's All, and consisted of short, poetic lines that read like diary entries. The final passage reads, "I am falling apart. Come quickly. I no longer have a mouth, no longer have a face." Marguerite died on March 3, 1996, in her Paris apartment. She was 81 years old. Today, she remains an example to writers who came after her of the power of boldly bearing the soul in the name of authentic, unabashed literature. As Marguerite believed, a life is no small matter. All month, we're talking about Wordsmiths. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to co-creators Jenny and Liz Kaplan for having me as a guest host. As always, we're taking a break for the weekend. Talk to you on Monday.
For 25 years, Brightview Senior Living Associates have been committed to creating a vibrant culture and delivering exceptional services, making Brightview a great place to work and live. If you're looking for a rewarding opportunity to serve your local community and grow, we want you to join our team. Brightview Senior Living is growing and actively seeking vibrant associates to join our community teams, including directors, healthcare, activities, hospitality, and dining. Apply today at careers.brightviewseniorliving.com. Equal employment opportunities. Text BV Jobs to 97211 to apply.
Hey! Nah, too basic. Hi there. Still no. What about... Hello, handsome. Ugh, is it possible to give yourself the ick? Yep, it's possible. Ugh.
Well, that's why we're changing how you start conversations on Bumble. You can now make the first move or not. With opening moves, you simply choose a question to be automatically sent to your matches, then sit back and let your matches start the chat. Download Bumble and try it for yourself.
Am I doing the right thing with my finances? Am I saving enough? Can I buy a house? Am I paying too much in taxes? Will I be able to retire? Putting a financial plan together feels impossible. What if I told you there was another way? Take Facet's free financial wellness quiz to get your score and a snapshot of your current financial health. Visit Facet.com now and discover your financial wellness score today. That's FACET.com.
This ad is sponsored by Facet. Facet Wealth Incorporated is an SEC registered investment advisor. This is not an offer to buy or sell securities, nor is it investment, legal, or tax advice.
Alex, I got you a TikTok 5 smartwatch. It's got voice and video calling, text messaging, and you can add Nana as a trusted contact. You can even send me memes.
No way I'm sending you memes, Mom. I can message my friends, though, right?
Yeah, if they have a TikTok like you. And you can find the coolest tunage on the iHeart Family app.
You're embarrassing yourself, but I like it.
And I like the safety features, like location tracking and an SOS button for emergencies.
TikTok 5 Kid Smartwatch. Stay connected, stay safe. Get yours at mytiktok.com. That's TICKTALK.
Save up to 80% on prescriptions with BuzzRx. As medication costs continue to rise, families are seeking affordable solutions. BuzzRx has partnered with your local pharmacy. Just go to buzzrx.com/podcast, search for your medication, and instantly access free coupons. BuzzRx has helped people save millions on prescription medications, often offering discounts lower than copays. Plus, it's free to use, no account required. Start saving money today. Visit buzzrx.com/podcast to save up to 80% with instant discount coupons. That's buzzrx.com/podcast.